Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if it is your first time here. Today I am going to do something a little different. I'm going to work on my Taylor Swift Lover house building set while I review All Twerk and No Play by Bailey Seaborn. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a post. All right, so I thought I would multitask today because I have 2 bags left in my Taylor Swift Lover house build situation here that I got online. So I wanted to finish it, but I also knew that I needed to talk about All Twerk and No Play. So we're going to do a little bit of both. So we'll give you some ASMR as I open these last 2 bags here. These are not official Lego, by the way. You have probably seen this on that Clock Apps store. Okay, there we go. So, but before I start building too much and get too distracted, let's talk about our 2 main characters. So we have Victoria. She is a boss babe. She is a lawyer. She comes from a long history of lawyers and real estate gurus. And she pretty much planned out her whole entire life because, overachieving daughter vibes. And then we have, this is a lot harder to do than I thought it would be. This may be a talk and build for a minute and then talk and build. Then we have Cruz. Cruz is former Navy. He was on submarines. And he now is a personal trainer and a musician. He lives in a small town where, of course, Victoria finds herself because she's convinced that she is going to steal her ex-boyfriend back from his small town girl, which if we've seen any Hallmark movie, probably not going to happen. But she's convinced because she needs him as part of her plan to be able to be successful. So she decides with him, he wants to open his own law firm in the small town where his new girlfriend lives. And so they all move from California to New York, upstate New York. And she's opening a law firm with her ex. Cruz lives in town. Okay, let's build something for a second here. I'm on like the top attic part of the house. So this is the worst part, is trying to lay out all the pieces. They do still come in bags though. Also, part of the reason that the irony of the Taylor Swift of it all is that Victoria is not a Swiftie. And Cruz calls her out on it because he says, like, you got to shake it off. And she looked at him like he had 12 heads and had no idea what he was talking about. And he was, like, offended for all of us. There was pearl clutching involved. So it felt right to maybe finish building the Lover house here while talking about Victoria. They have, of course, some drama, but also some tension because she wants to make her ex jealous, as one does. So she is out and about with her ex. Oh, I see. And his friends, and it's a small town. There's only one bar to be had. And Cruz is kind of known as like the town manho would be the best way to describe him. Everyone knows that you only can sleep with Cruz for one night. You get one night to be his one night stand, and you better use it well because he doesn't do relationships. So she's really just, it's a little fan on a chair. They're just really using each other at this point because she wants to make her ex jealous, and he's like, I want to kiss her. She's hot. So it's a win-win. And he explains up front that, he doesn't do relationships, but I will say that he is the sunshine to her grumpy. So it's kind of a reverse of what we normally think of with grumpy sunshine, which is always kind of fun. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh, this is like a wall piece, I think. Let's find out here in a minute together. Apparently, in our lover house, we're watching YouTube. It's fine, whatever. Ooh, sometimes you really gotta push these pieces in. So they obviously are gonna fall for each other. Kicker is, not only does Cruz have a reputation for being the one night stand man of town, but he's also the maintenance guy for her house, or for her apartment, rather. And he has a very firm no tenant rule. So they're kind of at odds. And she draws up sex contracts for them because she's a lawyer, right? And he's like, "You're kidding me, right? We're not doing that." And then it just kind of progresses from there. We learn how really, really toxic her family is. Her mother has passed away. Her dad is very standoffish. And her grandfather, how she remembers him, is very kind of he's the patriarch. He has the plan. So there's some odds there. And her family loves her ex because they think that he can help her in her career and they can be like this power couple. And she really quickly falls for Cruz despite her best intentions and efforts. Because let's just admire this cover again, shall we? I mean, that man bun. How can you not love the man with man bun and tattoos? I mean, you just can't. You have to fall for him. It's not, you have to. My favorite thing about Cruz is he is a respectful king. If at any point she's like, "No, I don't want to do this," he says, "Okay." And he asks for consent constantly, which I love because it's a new relationship. And you should always ask for consent, no matter how old your relationship is. But I love it because it just sets him up to be like the most perfect book boyfriend there could be. So he's fantastic. There's a cat. The cat Victoria brings with her pops in and out, makes some appearances. She does take Cruz to her grandfather's birthday, which brave move, quite honestly, because families with someone you're dating / fake dating, there's a little fake dating going on, can be terrifying, I would assume. So that's always a scary thing for them to have to go through. And that's when you really learn how absolutely awful her family really is. Her grandfather does have a bit of a redemption arc, which is kind of nice. But he is pretty ill. And so his redemption arc is short-lived. But he does get one to some extent. And then you just have to deal with her father. And you learn that she was married before. And there's a whole lot to why she's not married now. And I don't want to give it all away, so you're going to have to go and read the book. But you will really hate her ex. And you'll kind of hate her father because he didn't do what he should have done at the time either. So she did the right thing. No one else really looked out for her in that moment. They were looking out for their company instead of her. So that's a little bit about that. You do get to see her ex with his new wife and their foster daughter, and it's preciousness all the way around. Thoroughly appreciate it. And this is actually book 2. So you met her ex and his new girlfriend in the first book, but you don't have to read the first one. I have not read the first one, and I still read this one, and it was fine. So just keep that in mind. Oh, this is like an attic door. That's what I was building. I'll show you guys when it's all said and done. But that's an attic door, so that's kind of cool. What else about the book? Oh, I didn't tell you what I rated this book. I was so busy dumping brick pieces. I gave this book 3.5 hot chocolates. Because as we know, I'm reading with hot chocolate. I don't grade in stars, I grade in hot chocolate. So 3.5 hot chocolates. I was also gifted this book from Bailey Seaborn and booked with the Emilys. So thank you for the advanced reader copy. It was a really good book. I did really enjoy it. And I've posted my review on Instagram, and a lot of my friends also think it sounds really fun. So there you go. All right. I am going to build for a little bit. I don't know how to speed this up, so I don't want to record the whole thing because that's awkward for all of us. But I will come back once I finish it here in a few minutes. Maybe talk some more about the book. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and the Lover House is complete, but it comes with this handy dandy USB thing here. It lights up, you guys. Oh, it looks so cute. I don't know how much detail you can see, but you've got all this. Actually, up here, when I said I was building the attic, is like a movie theater. It's got a little camera and like the fan because it's always hot in the attic. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And then you can just unplug it. I'm going to leave it plugged in while I sit here and talk for a minute, though. So I'll swivel myself this way. So, as I was saying, Cruz and Victoria are just trying to get through life together, and they're realizing that they're learning about themselves, they're learning about each other. We learn about Cruz's background and his family, and how his family and Victoria's family are actually connected. I did love about this book, the author titles each chapter as a song title, and that is super awesome and makes it fun. Fun going through and kind of playing the songs, and that's actually why I wanted to finish building the Lover House while I did my review, because it just felt right. But there you go. The book will be out next week, and you can go purchase it. You can pre-order it if you would like, and that is All Twerk and No Play by Bailey Seaborn, with a little side hustle of the Lover House. Hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications.